Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're looking closely at the intense war behind Animal Park. And I'm not just talking about the dark conflict happening on screen. I mean the absolutely brutal, behind-the-scenes, logistical war of scheduling. If you've been wondering why on earth there's such a massive wait between the first film and this highly anticipated follow-up, you're in the perfect place. We are unpacking the timeline of what's literally one of the most awaited sequels in modern cinema. Here's our agenda for today. First, we'll look at the war of Animal Park. Then, the director's mega project. After that, Ranbir's packed blockbuster pipeline. And finally, when does the war begin? Section 1, The War of Animal Park, expanding the cinematic universe. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we're in for. Just listen to the exact words from Pranay Reddy Vanga, the director's brother. There will be more animals in the film because Aziz Haq is another animal. Keeping that in mind, it will be a war between the two brothers, so I thought Animal Park will be the right title. Hearing that straight from the source, man, it just injects such raw authenticity into the narrative. They are explicitly telling us that the driving conflict of the sequel is an all-out, primal war. Now, we all know the original film was an absolute box office juggernaut, pulling in staggering numbers globally. But here's the thing, that financial success was basically just a stepping stone. It gave director Sandeep Reddy Vanga the ultimate green light to expand this universe into a much more intense, darker, and grander sequel. We're not just looking at a simple continuation here. We're looking at a massive, deliberate escalation in scale, designed to set up those incredibly high cinematic stakes. Moving on to Section 2, the director's mega project, Sandeep Reddy Vanga's path forward. So let's look at why we're waiting so long. Vanga's immediate focus right now is the massive, Pravas-led thriller Spirit, which officially drops on March 5th, 2027. Making a movie on that kind of epic scale takes a huge toll. So right after that premiere, there's a very specific, absolutely crucial 6-month cool-down break built into his schedule. He literally has to take that mandatory resting phase before the Animal Park shoot can even start. And to really grasp the pressure Vanga is under right now, just look at the box office battle he's gearing up for. Spirit is slated to go head-to-head against a Salman Khan action entertainer during the highly lucrative festive Eid period. Talk about a mega clash. This high-stakes battle demands his complete, undivided attention. He's fighting a massive war at the box office before he even sets foot back into the world of Animal Park. Let's move to Section 3 and see how this builds. Ranbir's packed blockbuster pipeline, a jam-packed schedule of massive sequels. Okay, so the logistical hurdles definitely don't stop with the director. When we look at Ranbir Kapoor's upcoming schedule, it is basically a relentless gauntlet. First, he's locked into Ramayana 2, which wraps up by January 2027. Right after that, it's Sanjay Leela Bhansali's epic Love and War for an early 2027 release. And then he jumps straight into Brahmastra 2, which is finalizing its script right now, and shoots next. It is an incredibly dense, back-to-back blockbuster pipeline. And it gets even more intense because he isn't tackling these immense commitments alone. Ranbir and Alia Bhatt are actually reuniting on screen for both Love and War and Brahmastra 2. So he is deeply entrenched in these incredibly complex, multi-star productions right alongside his wife. He literally has to fulfill these towering professional obligations before he is logistically or even physically able to return to Vanga's universe. Bringing us to Section 4. When does the war begin? Calculating the timeline for the ultimate cinematic collision. So when do these massive puzzle pieces actually interlock? For Animal Park to happen, two monumental logistical dominoes have to fall in perfect sequence. Step 1, the slate must be wiped clean. Spirit, Ramayana 2, and Love and War all have to finish up. Only when those high-profile releases are completely out of the way do we reach Step 2, that mandatory Vanga cooldown period. Both of these prerequisites absolutely have to be satisfied before production can finally lock into place. So, the crucial point is this number right here, 6. That's the non-negotiable month gap between Vanga's projects. Given the sheer physical and mental demands of clearing all these massive movies, a 6-month break is the absolute bare minimum required just to prep and shift gears for the Animal Park shoot. It really highlights the insane undertaking required to just get the cameras rolling. So, what does this all mean for us? Well, it leaves us with one huge question. With years of massive blockbuster pipelines to clear, will this multi-year wait for the ultimate cinematic war be worth it? Think about the epic payoff of this intense, grander sequel after years of logistical buildup. When these two brothers finally clash on screen, it just might completely redefine the scale of modern action cinema. Now that's something worth waiting for.